Okay, okay. We got a fish on here. Oh boy. Hey guys, I got a special surprise for you today. We're fishing a few live baits. I don't do it very often, but when I do, the fish sure seem to like it. Hopefully, we're gonna feed one of these little green sunfish to a hungry flathead. We'll take the channels too. So let's get a bait in the water, see what we can find. We had some rain out here last night, and so, you know, water level's really low still, but it seems like whenever you get some rain, it just kind of refreshes things. It's almost like me when I've been outside all day and I'm all hot and I go inside into the AC or something like that. You just feel better. Seems like the fish feel better when we get some rain, freshen things up, and so that's a positive we've got working for us out here today. And then of course I've got these special live baits, and the reason I say they're special is because I just don't do this very often. I don't keep live baits mainly because it's a bit of a pain. It's labor intensive, it takes time, but we got some out here today, and so we're just gonna, I don't know how best to hook this fella. I think I'm gonna hook him up through the nostril if I can do it without causing injury, significant injury. They're not very big, but they will entice a hungry cat and aggressive catfish. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna drop these guys over here on the side of the kayak, and should be a good day out here. I'm feeling good about it. I'd fish live baits more often. When I do, it seems to work really well. It's just that usually I have one day a week to catfish, and so keeping baits in the freezer and being able to pull them out and go catfish at any given time is what I typically prefer. Going out and catching live bait takes a day, then I got to keep them alive. These I've had to keep alive for 48 hours. I kept 5 alive. I had 7 in the bucket. 2 of them died on me, but we kept 5 alive, and we got them out here today. So we're gonna give it our best shot, and hopefully it's been a tough bite in well, I shouldn't even say in recent weeks, just this year. It's been an incredibly tough bite, but we've got the fresh rain, a little bit cooler temperature getting started out here today, and maybe a nice lively bait will be enough to stir up some of these cats and get them to act a little more aggressively for us. Okay, okay. We got a fish on here. Oh boy. It caught me off guard. I was giving my bait a little break here, try and keep him alive. He nailed that thing, man. That's why I like fishing live baits. Boy, he nailed it. That is fun. He ain't gonna be any bigger than what I've been catching on cut bait, but it's just fun, man. They nail them. Oh boy, it just gets them wound up. Something about that little fish hanging down there that just ticks them off. It's like a predatory, instinctual kind of thing. And boy, he nailed it, man. Oh, that is fun. I'm so glad I went to the hassle of bringing these baits out here. They're not convenient for me to catch. I went and caught these ones on Saturday. Today's a Monday. I knew I was going to want to come out and fish today, and I thought I'd really like to have some live baits out here. See if I can get a bite going. Just because this year's been a tough year. I haven't fished live baits at all this year, and the bite's been real slow, and I thought, well, maybe if I came out with a live bait that I'd be able to stir something up that the cut bait's just not doing for me. We got one here, worked on this fish, but I went out and caught these on Saturday and had to keep them over for 48 hours, and so that's just, it takes time and it's a bit of labor, but it's a labor of love, because if you can keep them, it pays off. And it paid off this time with this fish here. We'll get him landed. See if we can. Well, it'd sure be nice if I could find some place to put this bucket too and get it out of my way, wouldn't it? Well, maybe if I set it over here on the bank, it won't float away. What do you think? If I set it right there, is it gonna float away on me? That should be good right there. All right, let's try to land this guy. Looks like a decent channel. It's got some unique coloration patterns on him. Okay, let's put you all in the front seat. It looks like maybe we got some water on that lens. Hopefully you'll be able to see what we're doing here. Got everything out of the way. Best I can get it. Oh man. Get a better grip on this fish though. Bring it. Oh my, okay. Oh boy. These channels are like that, man. They're a tough fish. They got a lot of fight. They're very aggressive. Okay. It's like this one. Situated here. To me, it looks like this fish is spawned out, done with the spawn, and kind of recovering from it a little bit. Got some scarring, looking a little rough, and he's looking skinny. But we'll hold him up for a picture, send him home to keep recovering. That's a good time though, man, that's fun. All right. Well, that fish did give us our bait back, but it's deader than a doornail. So we'll put a new bait on. Uh-oh. Them reeds back. Okay, there we go. Had me snagged up on them reeds. I think he's dead anyway, I don't know. He ain't either. He's blind in one eye. Lost his eyesight, but he's still swimming around, man. These fish are tough. Well, we'll put one on that'll give us a little bit more lively action down there. Grab our bucket here. I had it down in the water just to kind of keep air flowing through. Tossed him in. We'll see what he does. Maybe he'll be fine. We're gonna put a big one on here. Well, I got a bug climbing. Hold on one second. I got a spider climbing on that lens. All right, we're gonna put the biggest one we got. We don't have any real big ones, but this in here is a little bit better quality. Like I said, I'd gone out to the local lake. Now, know your own bait laws, but here we can transfer bluegill and green sunfish as live bait as long as they're taken from a non-designated aquatic nuisance species body of water. And so this body of water I was on was not a designated aquatic nuisance species body of water. So that being true, it's legal for me to bring these fish and use them. And so I went out there, and that lake is a terrible bluegill lake. It's really good in the spring when they're spawning, and then it's just, I can't catch bluegill out there any other time of year. May is about the only month I can catch bluegill out there. So I knew that going out, but I want to get some live baits, and so there's some areas out at that lake with like concrete. I think we're going to put this one through the nostrils well. That last one worked pretty well, but I'll finish my story here in a second. That's a little bit bigger live bait there, but there's these concrete structures at the lake that I've just kind of found over time that these green sunfish like to get up in, not just specifically this body of water, but really any body of water, up in these really shallow, anywhere you can find concrete like that. They weren't just rocks, it was like, I don't know how to describe them, but actual concrete structures that are partially submerged in the water. And these green sunfish will get up in there and they'll like hide up in these crevices and stuff in that concrete. And so what I found to be really effective is just to take a really small, like I use the 1-inch gulp, but just a small minnow-like bait, and just jig it or swim it right along the edge of that concrete. And a lot of times these green sunfish will be up in that concrete and they'll dart out, snatch the bait and dart back in. And so that's a way that you can find some of these green sunfish when live baits are hard to get, or just bait in general is hard to get, and you can use them as cut bait as well. So they tend to be smaller, and so we've got some small baits out here, but I knew I wasn't going to be able to get any bluegill, and I knew I wanted live bait. And so I mean, I could have drove somewhere and tried to find some bluegill somewhere, but this is close to home, and I figured I went out there and fished this technique, and I saw those concrete structures up on the bank. Figured I'd be able to pull some green sunfish out, and I didn't get a lot of them, but I had 7 that I was keeping over in a bait tank, and 5 of them made it to today. So that one there just caught us a pretty good quality channel cat, and this is our big one. We'll have him on here for a while and see what he'll conjure up for us. Hopefully we'll get another bite or 2 out here today. You know, even if we don't catch more fish, the bite tends to be a pretty aggressive bite when they're after these live baits. It gets them stirred up. So I'm hoping we catch a couple out here today. I'm hoping we get a couple more pretty aggressive bites, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I can't tell. I think I might have a fish on. Boy, that didn't take long if I do. Let's find out. I don't know if he knows he's on either. If he is, he's small. Wow. That was quick. I think this is going to be, my guess is going to be this is going to be the smallest flathead of the year. I'm going to guess flathead. We'll see. Yep, tiny flathead. Interesting. Okay, well, I will take it because I've been out here for ever. Let me get this thing put away. I was trying to pass some time, messing around on my phone. I've been out here for a long time, man. Wasn't much fight to this little fish here, but at least it's another fish. I thought the live baits were going to help our cause out here today. Unfortunately, they really haven't done anything for us. It's still just been a dead bite, which is weird too, because I mean, we had good weather. We had good weather for fishing today. I had the live baits. I thought we're going to get us some bites. It's just not worked. Just hasn't worked. But at least we're going to get one more before we're done. That is the smallest flathead I've caught in a long time. But beggars cannot be choosers, as the saying goes, so we will take it. Alright. Get this out of my way too. We'll just get this, land this one like this. I normally don't do that, but this one's for sure small enough we can. Look at that thing. Tiny. It's that good though. I don't know why it's been so dead. I've fished great water. There's our little flathead. Man, they're cool fish. Even the little ones like that, love catching them. If I could get 6 or 7 of them when I came out, I'd be happy. Thanks for breaking it up, getting us another bite out here today, fish. I fished good water. I've been at it a long time. Fished a lot of good structure. We've had, like I said, good weather, got good baits. It's not happening. I don't know, you know. I mean, you take what the river gives you, and today it ain't giving me a whole heck of a lot. So toss that bait out. we're pretty well done, but I'm just fishing my way back to the truck sometimes, and this is a spot I fished on my way down, but you know, sometimes you know you're on good water, it's just a matter of time. I'll fish my way down, and then if there's a couple spots that I thought, man, there got to be a fish on that hole, I'll just stop and hit it again on my way back through. Just give it, you know, break it up. You fish it at one time, and nothing hits. Come back and hit it again a little bit later, and there may be something there. So I've done that on several occasions this year, and been able to pull another fish out when otherwise I would have gone home with one or no fish. So 2 fish out here today is better than what it was shaping up to be. Let's grab another one of these little sunfish. And that bait was out seconds, literally seconds, and that's how it usually is. If there's a fish there that's gonna hit, it doesn't take long. So that's all we're doing, just a small green sunfish, but that's all I could get. That big one got hit, but the fish, and you guys won't see it on the footage, but the fish hit, like, it took the back half of that sunfish, so it didn't get the hook. I had it hooked like that there, and so you could see the bite mark on him about halfway up his body. So a fish took it and dropped it. Basically what it came down to, that big green sunfish didn't get anything done for us out here today, which is mighty disappointing. We'll go ahead and just give it a little while longer, why not? Fish the same hole for a second, see if anything else is here, and then we'll work our way back up through. I don't know, there's 3 or 4 spots that I did fish on my way down that I might go ahead and just fish on my way back up. So we got time. It's not terribly hot. As long as it doesn't get too hot, may as well just fish some of these spots on our way back up through and just see if we can't get bit again. Oh guys, that's it. I've spent way too much time out here trying to make one last bite come together. It's just not gonna happen. So the live bait was fun. It's always fun. It's always exciting to feel when that fish starts to get a little frantic on the end of your line. You know something's near. You never know what's going to happen anytime you come out, but especially when you have live bait, there's a lot of excitement to go along with it. Unfortunately, I thought the good weather conditions and the live bait might do something for me to kind of up the number of fish that we caught out here today, and that just wasn't to be. So it's the grind of a year continues, but regardless, I continue to have fun. Otherwise, I wouldn't keep coming out and doing this. But you know, I always cross my fingers and hope for better next time, so that's what we're going to do here. Got those 2 small fish, and you know, I'd be okay with not getting quantity if we were getting quality, but they're smalls, so it's just a struggle. We'll continue to struggle and grind along, and eventually things will start to improve and come together for us, so we're just going to stick with it. Appreciate you tuning in. We'll be out after them again here soon, hopefully feeding a bait to a bigger catfish, or if nothing else, to more than 1 or 2, but again, appreciate you guys coming with me. We'll see you again soon.